Why can't I have $1 billion? Why should I settle for just 120,000? That's enough. Why is it enough? Just 40, 50,000 a year. That's enough. You don't need any more than that. Well, says who? Says you? Because the last I checked, my God came so that I might have life more abundantly. And when I Googled the definition of abundant, it read occurring in large amounts. That sounds good to me. Hey y'all, welcome to day 19. You see what I'm on already. Thank you so much for those returning, and hey to those checking me out for the first time. I am cold. It is windy. I've been at work all day since like 7 a.m. So I'm going to keep this brief, and hopefully my wind guard does a good job of blocking the wind out. So let's get into this. On my way to work, I was just admiring the scene. I was looking at the beautiful homes and the manicured yards and the luxury vehicles. And I'm like, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yes. I often ride around and search for my next neighborhood. I love my current neighborhood. Don't get me wrong. I am happy and I'm blessed to be where I am now, but I desire more. And I do not feel bad about that. People tend to want us to feel bad these days for striving or aiming high and reaching high, because they say is greed, and we're supposed to be humble and not like live too extreme. And I'm like, I understand and I don't. I understand that, too much of anything is not good for you. I understand that. But too little of anything isn't either. So it's almost like people feel as though it's a badge of courage to lack. Like they're honoring God or something. Like they're holier than the rest of us because they live with the bare minimum and they're fine and they're happy and they're jolly. I mean, it is important to be grateful and thankful for everything that you have, because God will, he'll take your little and he'll make much of it. So you should be happy. And if you can't be happy with the small, you cannot expect the great, because, that's how it goes. You have to be grateful. You have to be appreciative. You have to be thankful, and you have to acknowledge what God has done for you already. However, that does not mean that you cannot desire for more. And it is not a sin, because God wants us to have exceedingly and abundantly more than we can ask or think. And I'm thinking about me, and I'm like, ooh, I can ask and think a lot. You want me to have that much more than what I'm just saying, y'all, let's keep it real, because that's what we do here. Like, if you don't want the real, swipe, 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 because you're going to get it here. But honestly, so I'm like, wow, everything that I think of myself or everything that I desire for myself, you mean to tell me God desires bigger than that? What? But on earth, you're trying to make me feel bad for saying that I would like to acquire those things that I desire. We need to work on that. We need to understand that, and we need to not feel guilty for receiving God's blessings and also thriving to go obtain the abundance. I don't think there's anything wrong with seeking the abundant life. You should not desire lack. You should not desire poverty. You should not desire to have less, or even become so complacent in the lack that you feel as though, okay, well, this must be what God wants me to have. No, you may have to do some work on your part. It is good to have faith and trust that God will bless you with the desires of your heart. However, we've often heard that faith without work is dead. So you sitting around desiring and having faith and trusting that one day you're going to have this abundance of wealth, an abundance of land, an abundance of whatever it is that you desire. However, you're not doing anything, like nothing, to acquire those things. Well, how do you think you're going to obtain them? God is not a genie. You can't just rub a bottle and make 3 wishes. God does not work like that. He does grant us the desires of our heart, but it requires action on our part. And he also will not give us things that we are not ready for. So while you're waiting on your abundance, make sure that you've cleared out space to receive it. Because if he pour you out a blessing that you don't have room to receive, what are you going to do with it? Are you ready? Are you preparing yourself daily for your abundance to just pop up? Is your credit good? You got the bank account to put the money in, the funds? I'm just saying. Have you been looking for the land to put that house? Where are you going to park the cars? I'm just saying, that's what you desire, right? So if you're blessed with those things, can you receive them today? Like, think of what you want. Think of all the things that you desire. And yes, we know God is bigger than our desires, but just think of your little desires, right? If you received all of them right now, would you be prepared to just instantly change from the life you knew 1 second ago to your current life of abundance? Would you be prepared and able to walk in it? Would you understand what to do? Would you appreciate it? I know I'm dropping a lot of questions, but we need to think about these things, because everyone can pray and everyone can ask, and we got these vision boards and we're like writing down, I want this, I want that, and it's almost the new year, so everyone's getting ready to make their New Year's resolutions, and they want this, and they want a new car, they want a new job, they want to get accepted into a certain program, they want to get married, all the things. So what we need to do is prepare ourselves to receive an abundance from God, which means we got to let go of a lot of stuff. And stuff does not mean material necessarily. You might have some stuff in your heart you got to let go. You might have some stuff in your head that you need to work on clearing out and letting go. You might have some stuff on your body you need to shake loose. So I challenge each of you to let go of your stuff so that you can prepare yourself and make room, baby. We got to make room. I challenge you to make room to receive everything that God has for you. That is my time, because your girl is cold and this wind is not playing out here. So as always, be blessed and be a blessing. Respectfully, Tash.